AITA for not telling my boyfriend my brother and I are not biologically related. My 26F half brother, M, and I are not biologically related. I found this out at age 16, but nothing in our family's dynamic changed, and it's not something we really speak about. My boyfriend Dan, together 1 year, found this out over Christmas. We visited my family, and has since been really weird about it. He says that first and foremost he's mad. I never told him. I don't see why it would matter, but he says it's something you would normally share with a partner after being together as long as we have, and he didn't think we had secrets. I don't think this is a secret or even an omission. It's not some dark family history that you get told once you take an oath. It's an ancillary bit of info that is either relevant or not. No one treats M any differently now that we know, and my dad always knew and didn't care. So why would I go around advertising it? Dan says he looks at my relationship with M totally differently now. He says he feels a bit weird about how he's observed us behaving now that he knows we're not even related. We are not Folger's siblings, so I don't know what he's talking about. He says there's a part of him that's wondering if I didn't tell him so that it would make our lack of boundaries less of a red flag. Dan is not a jealous or controlling person. I'm the slightest, so this has me quite shocked. He seems really hurt and worried about it, and I'm wondering if this is a big deal and I'm just desensitized because it's my own situation. My mother has warned me about being close with M, being a red flag to guys. So I'm now second guessing if it really does look from the outside like I was hiding it. The reaction is so out of character for Dan. I'm really starting to feel like I messed up, but at the same time, I also don't get why it's a big deal that we don't share blood. Edit 1, because I saw a few people asking about what my mother said. She's a bit conservative, so I think she's overreacting. But this whole thing just reminded me. She mentioned it at a time when Em and I were living together, and she said men might be uncomfortable because we're roommates. And Em is protective of me. We also have matching tattoos, which my mother says is weird, but she also just hates that I have a tattoo, so I don't take that too seriously. And that he gave me a Cartier love bracelet that I wear all the time. Also, he apparently has a habit of touching my neck that she finds weird. I say apparently because yes, he does this sometimes to steer me in a crowded room or a signal if we're in social situations, the same way you would nudge someone under the table to get their attention, but I don't consider it a habit. Edit 2. Finale. Edit. When Dan said lack of boundaries, he just means I tell M a lot of things and ask for his advice a lot. He does the same with me. It's not related to anything physical. For anyone asking how we were meant to be related, my dad presented M as the son from his short-lived marriage to his ex. M is 9 years older than me, so we thought we were half-siblings. Turns out his mother and my father had separated by the time he was conceived, but my dad went along with M being his son because he wanted a child. So am I the a-hole?